Good morning and welcome in on this Wednesday. It's Dan Hardenbrook. Glad to have you along as we take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your news today brought to you by your two-time award-winning local newspaper of the year. It's the Newberry News. Let's check out this week's front page headlines. Where the wild things are made. Learn about the second grade drawings that have been brought to life. The snow that won't go. Uper Youth getting ready for their spring fling event this Saturday. If you're burning debris from the ice storm, you better check for a permit first. Mackinac County residents can seek a tax extension following the most recent ice storm and learn all about how you can help the band continue to play a beautiful tune. Those stories and more available inside this week's edition of your award-winning Newberry News. It's available now. In your latest local news this morning, the Department of Natural Resources has announced that the Eastern Upper Peninsula Citizens Advisory Council will meet next week in Newberry. The Department of Natural Resources says the EUP-CAC is scheduled to hear an update on this year's fisheries regulation change proposals as part of the April 15th Citizens Advisory Council meeting. There's also an update coming on an overview of the department's drone program, as well as consideration of two wildlife recommendations. The meeting will take place April 15th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. in the department's Customer Service Center conference room. It's located on M123 in Newberry. Additional business includes reports from various DNR division staff, as well as updates on old business items and subcommittee reports. For virtual meeting details or public comment instruction for next week's Citizens Advisory Council, you can contact Christy Dahlstrom at 906-226-1331. The DNR's Eastern and Western Upper Peninsula Citizens Advisory Councils meet to help provide local input, advise the DNR on regional programs and policies, as well as identifying areas in which the department can be more effective, responsive, and offer insight and guidance from the members' own experiences and regions. Council members represent a wide variety of natural resource and recreation interests. To get more information, you can go online to the DNR website or call 906-226-1331. The 69th Annual Kids Tackle Party returns to Newberry. It is less than 2 weeks away. The big event will take place Saturday, April 19th at the Quamanon Area Schools Jail to Cook Gymnasium. Registration and activities will begin at 4:30 p.m. with dinner at 5 and the drawing and giveaway of prizes at 6 o'clock. Every kid 14 and under who registers will be a winner. It'll be a hot dog dinner, $5 for adults with kids free. Tackle Party t-shirts will be on sale. They'll have a 50-50 raffle, as well as kids games and activities, and much more. It's free admission for families to the Tackle Party event. It's being brought to you by Uper Youth, along with the LMAS District Health Department, Lewis County Communities That Care, MSU Extension, and the Department of Natural Resources. The Village of Newberry is reminding residents who are still battling that winter weather that if they have an outage or major event with their services, they can now report through a new 800 number. 888-339-6716 is the new after-hours report line for the Village of Newberry. Examples of urgent outages or events that can be reported through the number include electrical outages or electrical fires, water outages, water bubbling from the street or in yards, and sewer backups. In case of an event outside of regular business hours, you can now call the dedicated reporting line. Again, it's 1-888-339-6716. That line is monitored and answered by trained personnel who will assess the situation and dispatch necessary resources. If you want more information, check out the information graphic in the most recent edition of the Newberry News. Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center is inviting local women to their upcoming resource fair. It'll take place May 10th from 9 until 2 p.m. at the Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. Celebrate women and all they do for families in our communities. The Women's Resource Fair will provide an opportunity for women in surrounding communities to connect, learn, and grow together. The focus on education, health, shopping, and fun. It's free admission with free balance checks and resources. There'll be a coffee and smoothie bar, vision boards, holistic health, live music, and much more. Call 906-293-9130 or follow online at the Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center Facebook page for updates and features that you can expect for this year's Women's Resource Fair. I'm Dan Hardebrook. That is your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your Wednesday news headlines brought to you by your two-time award-winning local newspaper of the year. It's the Newberry News. It's Wednesday. Don't forget to pick up your copy of the latest edition of your award-winning Newberry News. It's available now. Time now to check in with sports this morning. Make it 5 in a row for the Detroit Tigers as they shut out the New York Yankees at Comerica Park yesterday. Final score 5-0. Tarek Screwball was in his Cy Young form. 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs. Struck out 6 as he kept one of the Major League's best offenses quiet. The Tigers, meanwhile, had an explosion of their own. Home runs from Spencer Torkelson and Zach McKinstry, Dylan Dingler, and Kerry Carpenter. Tigers hit 3 solo shots in the 4th inning alone to get to 7-4 on the season. They're a perfect 5-0 in downtown Detroit at Comerica Park. A back-breaking loss for the Red Wings last night north of the border. Red Wings fall to the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. Detroit was trying to track down Montreal for playoff positioning. It's must win the rest of the way for the Wings. They're going to have to finish their regular season perfect, get a little help if they want to make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Final game of the NHL regular season will come on Monday night. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. Mostly cloudy skies and a high in the upper 30s. Southeast winds 5 miles per hour. Thursday, partly sunny, highs in the mid to upper 40s. East winds 5 miles per hour. Friday, plenty of sunshine to start the weekend. Highs in the upper 40s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.